projection is one of the most sacred things you could do. You literally leave your body, attach to it with a silver cord, and travel the fourth dimension. It's a real experience, not like a dream at all. It feels realer than being awake right now because your soul is literally there. You can travel the universe and find the truth of everything. Think about all the stuff you could do legit though. You can visit family. You can even go back in time and see what stuff looked like in the past. You can go places that you're not allowed to go in the physical.
We gotta talk about the fourth dimension. We know that there are people who can experience the fourth dimension while being in the third dimension. Some people have clairaudience where they can hear beyond the normal human ear and hear sounds from the fourth dimension. You got clairsentient people who can read other people's emotions and feelings and also read the energy of rooms, houses, parks, basically picking up on the feeling of everything. Then you have clairvoyant, where actually able to see beyond the range of the human eye, aka seeing things in the fourth dimension, traveling anywhere you want to go. A lot of people call these experiences psychic abilities, and as you know, the average worldly person is only going to limit their 3D experiences to 3D abilities. I feel like the real world would accept it more if it was put into like court cases and stuff like that, but because this is like a 3D realm, they're only going to accept 3D things into the courts. Let's move forward because I want you to actually understand the fourth dimension and how it works. This next part is not to scare you, it's for awareness. I came across a video that perfectly explains the situation, and this is her TikTok. Before I show you the video, y'all know those glitches that be happening where like something disappears or there's a weird phenomenon that people can't explain? The Bermuda Triangle, things going missing, and people don't notice it. They don't really care, you know, it's not seen, they can't explain it, so it doesn't matter. Like situations like this. Where did the thing go that he just threw up? Now she's about to explain the things that we do to the second dimension is the same things that the fourth dimension could be doing to us.
We could steal these gems without a key and without damaging the safe, and she would have no idea how they were taken. But we should keep an eye out for ourselves. A four-dimensional creature could steal from our safes without a key, could take the yolk from an egg without breaking the shell, appear in a closed room, or see inside of our brains. The fourth dimension is perpendicular to all of our normal 3D space time.
AKA, while you're in the astral realm, you can see things that other people can't see. You can jump into people's dreams. Why sometimes we have glitches. But there's an interesting reason why people don't acknowledge the realms, the ghosts, and all the things that happen to us that we can't explain. Because our 3D mind tries to rationalize everything on a 3D level.
Able to break in without a key, but she hasn't taken into account the idea that a three-dimensional creature, such as myself, might be peering in from above. She doesn't even know the concept of above.
Hence why a lot of y'all are having a hard time accepting the concept of fourth dimensional beings, fifth dimensional beings, fourth dimensional experiences, people with psychic abilities. So now that y'all have watched this video, what do you think about the astral realm, the fourth dimension, all of that? Y'all stay dangerous.
While the fourth dimension is practically impossible, the nearest thing we got today is VR, AR, AI, and all of that kind of tech stuff, which will keep evolving for sure. But like your soul leaving your body, going into fourth dimension and then coming back? That's not possible.
People can actually watch this footage and believe it's real.
Because it is real, and you're goddamn wrong if you think otherwise.
So tell me, everybody, why haven't we been back?
Because it takes so much time to even get prepared to start thinking of getting to the moon. And it takes a fuck ton of money. Roughly $257 billion inflated to 2020. Plus, we won the damn space race. We won the political measuring contest against the Soviets. Also, we are going back to the moon in hopefully 2026 with Artemis 3 mission.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again.
To get to space, it takes a lot of fucking time and preparation. The Saturn V is made over 3 million parts. Do you know how much planning it takes to make something out of 3 million parts? The engineers, the scientists that put years into just making the rocket alone. It takes a lot of people, a lot of time, and a lot of goddamn money. So when the Apollo program ended, the factories that made the shit were either shut down or put on different projects, and basically anything that couldn't be repurposed for other projects were dismantled and used for other shit, or scrapped. And the people who worked on the projects went on to other projects. And to go back after all this time, we'd need a whole new rocket with a different, more efficient design, with different materials, which means a whole new spew of math and science shit you gotta do, plus get the scientists to even do that science and math shit, get the engineers to design it, make sure the design won't fail in space, get factories to produce the 3 million plus parts, get the people to build it, the technicians to do technician shit, and I'm only bringing up a fraction of the work it takes to get to the moon. Like he said, a painful process to build back up.
Let's not forget the phone call transmitted from the moon to the president.
Okay, the phone he was using wasn't sending the signal to Buzz and Neil directly. The capsule communicator, or Capcom, is the astronaut who stays on Earth and relays the information from the flight director to the astronauts in space. They rely on tech that uses radio waves for communication, which your modern day phone also uses. Well, landline phones back then didn't use radio waves to communicate, they used telephone lines. So when Nixon called NASA in Houston using a landline, he was then connected with the Capcom, who then routed the signal from the landline phone to the astronauts using tech that translated the signal into radio waves. So you're right, a landline couldn't make a phone call to space, but it can make one to Houston. I'm not gonna acknowledge the rest of his video because there's just no point.
Let's put aside all of the facts and figures. So isn't it suspicious that we just went to the moon one time and then there was nothing? I mean, in such current date and time, with such technology, don't you think it would be super easy to go to the moon again?
Some of y'all been messaging me, asking me to do the dollar one. All you non-conspiracy theorists, if you haven't seen my quarter video, go check it out. But this is also for you. This is part 2 for you non-conspiracy theorists. If you're a conspiracy theorist, you're welcome to stay. You can take a dollar bill. Fold it. Fold it into an airplane. Little, I wouldn't say ironic. A little in front of our face. Alright, even non-conspiracy theorists, y'all know what that is. I mean, come on. That's the one. Alright, pre-folded these so we can move along. Into an airplane. Does that look like 2 towers? Maybe just on a cloudy day or in smoke, maybe? Okay. Let's bring on the 10. Oh no. What happened? Looks like they were hit? Are they on fire? What's going on? Are they falling? Bring in the 20. Oh look. They're falling. That's odd. Airplane shaped images. And then y'all remember New York after they fell? What happened? It was engulfed in smoke and dust. Just leaving it up to you. What's that? Remember when the smoke cleared? The dust fell and there was smoke simmering from the rebel? I mean, you want more? I mean, I could give you more. Same thing, but reverse it into an airplane. Does it look like the Pentagon? Where the Pentagon got hit? In front of your face. Same thing, reverse it. It's all in front of your face. I'm trying to tell y'all. I mean, what do you think? Here, you want a little bit more? This is one I don't often show everybody, but 2020, right? Why'd they give him this big old forehead here? Fold it in half, it ain't hard. Now, I don't know about you, but that looks like someone wearing a mask to me. In the year 2020.
I mean, I'm not sure about the masks thing, but the one on the $5 bill, that definitely looks like a building engulfed in flames. Are they gonna sacrifice it? They're getting into their vibe. So the Blair Witch Project was actually based on real events. So this might be true, we don't know. But the footage was super creepy.
Cartoon conspiracies that will ruin your childhood. Part 1. One of the most influential cartoons ever, Scooby-Doo has a deep, dark secret. The reason that the gang has never aged over the years is because they're actually not even alive. They're freelancing spirits wandering from town to town in order to expose fake ghosts to maybe one day wrest their own soul. And there's a reason that all the fish under the sea can talk and move around. It's believed that the town of Bikini Bottom is below the island of Bikini Atoll, an island that the US bombed 23 times during the Cold War to test nuclear weapons. All that radio fallout went into the ocean and created the characters that we know and love today.
Oh, I got another interesting theory. So Shaggy is high all the time. That is why he's talking to Scooby all the time. And the other crew members, well, they're all dead. And it's the spirit which the Shaggy's talking to.
These are conspiracy theories that I believe in. The number one biggest conspiracy theory that I believe in is the Mandela effect. I think it is 100% real. I'll put some examples on the screen. It truly will fuck with your brain when like you look up Mandela effect. This one may be just because I'm from Colorado, but I believe every conspiracy theory about the Denver airport. But if you just do some deep diving research into that airport, it is so creepy. I don't know if anyone's ever driven into the Denver airport, but if you have, you know the blue horse with red eyes that is so scary. First of all, the horse's name is Lucifer and it killed the person who built it. I'm not saying that COVID was fake, but I definitely think that big disease outbreaks like that are 100% planned by our government to kill people. Maybe I sound stupid for saying that, but I think the timing of COVID being around the election and just everything like that was just fishy. I 100% think that the Megalodon is still out there, if not something absolutely bigger than that. Given that we've only explored, what, like 7% of our ocean? There's just no way that there's not something bigger out there than the Megalodon, or that it's still not out there. Like, I just don't believe that it's extinct. It was a little bit silly, but that place at Disney that's like all the previous presidents, and they're like animatron presidents, is that a thing? Like all the previous presidents as like animatronic characters. The one of Donald Trump was absolutely supposed to be Hillary Clinton. You look at it, you cannot unsee it. That is Hillary Clinton, and he looks so like feminine. Like it just, it doesn't look like it.
Heard of the Hollow Earth theory?
Not really, but like
you never heard of it?
Nah.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
I think in like the 1960s there was a pilot that flew over Antarctica.
Okay.
And he found a hole in Antarctica.
In the earth? Oh, it just
that led like into the earth.
Damn.
So his claim, I don't know if this is true,
yeah,
but his claim was that he went inside.
Yeah.
And he saw like a civilization inside of Antarctica.
Oh shit!
Like deep inside the ground, underground.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's saying it's in like advanced civilization. Like they have shit that we couldn't even create.
Like robots?
I don't know, because it just says advanced civilization,
yeah,
right?
What is
Hey, here's the crazy part, though. Here's the crazy. So he said all of this shit, right? He came out with the news and everything and said it.
Mm-hmm.
Then the silenced him. Like
really?
They told him like he couldn't talk about this shit anymore.
Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah.
So that's how you know it's valid, bro.
But like, who knows, right?
Isn't that a bit too much?
These were some of the craziest World War II tactics that actually worked. The Nazis made crooked picture bombs specifically intended for officers. When they were retreating, they left paintings on the walls and skewed them to the side, so when they were straightened, they were rigged to explode. The Ghost Army was created in 1944 as the first tactical deception unit in U.S. Army history. They used inflatable tanks, fake radio traffic, and built phony headquarters to confuse the Nazis. A U.S. naval destroyer once won a battle against a Japanese submarine by throwing potatoes at them, which the Japanese thought were grenades. The Royal Air Force dropped matchbooks into enemy territory containing instructions on how a soldier could fake an illness. Once Nazi command heard of this, they stopped sending their troops home when they said they were sick. Therefore, many genuinely sick troops were sent into combat, resulting in even more disease and death.
That was some 200 IQ play there.
Some cool new updates for the Space Hotel, which is being said to now open in 2027. The official name for the hotel is going to be Voyager Station, and if that isn't something out of a science fiction movie, then I don't know what is. It is being set to accommodate 280 guests while also accommodating 112 crew members. The physics involved with sleeping in a space hotel is similar to spinning water in a bucket. Much how one can spin a bucket full of water while keeping the water inside the bucket, the gravity on this space hotel is going to work the same way. This makes staying in rooms, going to bars and restaurants possible. The team plans to have traditional space food such as freeze-dried ice cream and pizza and all that type of stuff. There's also going to be recreational activities such as weightless basketball, which I think is so fun. People will be able to soar through the air playing basketball because of the reduction of gravity on the ship. As of right now, they're not really giving the cost of how much staying in the space hotel will be, but I'm guessing it is going to be a lot. But they did say that their main goal for space travel and or staying in a space hotel is going to be similar to buying a cruise ticket. But I definitely feel like that's going to be something that is way down the line.
I bet it's going to be super affordable.
Is everyone dead? When you die, your brain is said to live on for 7 minutes and recreate your memories in a dreamlike state, flashing your entire life before you. Because time moves differently when we're awake than when we're asleep. 7 minutes can feel like 100 years. Stephen Hawking actually stated that if we find the God particle, the world could end in a day, and in 2012, we discovered it. What if the world did end in 2012, and we've been living in our consciousness? Could that be the reason why, ever since the year 2012, the world has gotten so much weirder? And maybe everyone is actually living in their consciousness.
We just put the biggest crack in that glass ceiling yet. Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. We have still not shattered that highest and hardest glass ceiling, but someday someone will, and hopefully sooner than we might think right now. It may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now.
So I'm just curious, is she talking hypothetically, or is she really referring to a dome?
We're aliens. We're not going to destroy your planet. You're already doing that.
We're aliens. We don't trust your government either.
We're aliens. Your human weapons are adorable.
We're aliens. We're gonna mine your planet for its resources at the expense of your tiny little lives.
We're aliens. Just because we feasted on one lost hunter in the woods one time doesn't mean we're bad.
We're aliens. The Galactic Federation is coming.
We warned you.
Wait. Give you a chance.
What?
Yeah. Hey, wait. Hey. Where are you going? Come here.
Hey. That's his phone.
That's my ball.
I saw a theory in Willy Wonka that Charlie was supposed to win the whole time. It was rigged.
So it was planned?
Yeah, so Willy Wonka actually handpicked the winner from the beginning.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is what happened. So I think at the beginning of the movie, remember when Charlie went in the candy store?
Yeah.
And he bought a chocolate bar, right?
Yeah, for his grandpa.
He bought a chocolate bar for himself, but he had 25 cents left. And he was like, I need to get one for my grandpa.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Before he turned around, the candy store owner handpicked a Wonka bar from the top and gave it to Charlie.
Oh, shit.
And he got forced to buy it.
So that specific one.
Exactly. This was days before the whole Willy Wonka event happened.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone's saying there's a theory that the employee was actually Willy Wonka's assistant.
Oh, so he works for Willy Wonka.
And he was like, okay, this kid is good, and he lives close to the factory. Let me give him that candy bar. And in the Broadway film, the same actor played Willy Wonka and the employee.
Oh, so it
showed a time.
It's showing.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the chance that they were gonna knew that Charlie was gonna go to that specific shop?
So this picture was taken of Prince Philip today, and as you can probably see, he's not looking too well. But did the photographer of this particular photo reveal the fact that that actually isn't Prince Philip, but a model? No.
We know Doja Cat's a little wild, but she deleted all of her videos on her TikTok account and her profile picture is weird. So this is her TikTok account now. All the videos are gone. Her music's still up though, so that's good. At least she's still monetizing. But do you see something weird? This is creepy. I don't know what it is, but we all know Doja Cat's a little bit out there. So maybe it's about to be an album drop or an album release. We don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, now I don't even get surprised at these celebrities. Cause back then, they would do some weird stuff. But now, it's getting even creepier.
The performance of Playboy Carti at Rolling Loud was so dark that fans had to leave. They don't hide it anymore.
snap. I'm walking up and down through this Rolling Loud concert, crying, clutching my pearls because that sounds like some mess. I can't. Lord God, fix it. That's crazy. I don't even.
Shortly before he was arrested for choking his pregnant girlfriend. According to her own statement, he even thought she would die. Here is a video of his show.
Hollywood is ruining our generation.